Hey, we went grocery shopping the other day, and somehow while walking down the aisle of biscuits and cookies, I thought, which is the least unhealthy option? And especially if you have hormone imbalance issues and you're looking at how to make sure your diet is free from all the extra additives, which particular store-bought biscuits or cookies are best during this holiday, I decided to have a look and just see how easy is it to figure it out. And I picked a selection of some biscuits, and together we are going to have a look and see which of these of my selections are the healthier, least healthy of the biscuits that we got. So in the first instance, why is this important? Christmas cookies can be festive, but did you know they could secretly be sabotaging your hormone health? So let's rate these 5 types of biscuits I've got here just to see how unhealthy and healthy they are and whether they deserve a spot on the naughty list. The problem with these type of holiday treats, of course, is their sugar content and the unhealthy fats, because they can cause insulin spikes, disrupt your cortisol levels, and they could even have an impact on your reproductive hormones like estrogen and progesterone if you eat excessive quantities of these sugar-laden foods. Okay, so first we're going to be looking at sugar content per serving, and anything that's above 10 to 15 milligrams is a definite no. Then we'll look at the high saturated fat content of the biscuits. So these would include trans fats, palm oil, butter heavy recipes, and also we're going to look at additives or artificial ingredients. So which ones have more preservatives or synthetic flavorings, because that could also affect hormone balance. And the lack of nutritional value. So is there any that has any proteins or fiber to balance the glycemic impact of all that sugar? So let's begin. First off, let's go for these McVitie's Ice Gems. Good thing is that we have the nutritional information on the screen. So per pack, so a serving is 23 grams. So each pack contains 92 kilocalories of energy. You have sugars, 11.8 grams. So this is above our 10 to 15. 1.1 gram of protein and 0.15 gram of salt. So let's actually look at the ingredient list. So there's sugar, flour, wheat flour, calcium, iron, niacin, thiamine, palm oil, raisin agent, salt, milk protein. Then they've got color, anthocyanins, vegetable extracts, safflower and radish, natural flavorings, natural lemon flavoring with other natural flavorings. Definitely goes above the sugar content of 10 to 15 milligram. But clearly you can see it's got a bit of palm oil. We don't know exactly how much of the palm oil. I don't think they'll tell you anyway. And there are some preservatives in here. So in terms of being on the list, I'll probably say this is number 1 for the time being. I don't know what's going to knock it off, but let's see what the other biscuits have to show. So here we have digestives, and these are the white chocolate digestive biscuits, and again from McVitie's. These look actually quite scrumptious, and of course they're quite seasonal. But anyway, so they've also got a nutritional information label. So that tells us that per biscuit there is per biscuit there is 78 kilocalories, sugars 4.6. Now, if a biscuit, so let's think about this. If a serving size is 2 or 3 biscuits, let's say 2 biscuits, or let's really go to town, it's Christmas. Let's say 3 biscuits is a serving size, of which sugars is 4.6 per biscuit. So one serving size would be about 13. What's 4.6 times 3? That is 13.8. Have I got that right? Yeah, 13.8 grams. That is more. So we're coming up with more sugar in this one than in that one. We've got protein of 0.9, which for our 3 biscuits would be 2.7. And they said they've got a bit of fiber, 1.2 grams. This doesn't have any fiber. Oh, sorry. So this did have fiber. So 0.5 gram of fiber, 0.2 grams. So we've got a bit more sugar here in this one than in the Ice Gems. Okay, so this is coming above the digestives. White chocolate is coming above the Ice Gems for now because of a higher sugar content. But let us look at the ingredients. What do we have in this biscuit? So we have wheatmeal biscuits covered in white chocolate with flour, 39%, which is wheat flour, calcium, iron, niacin, and thiamine, multivitamins. It's got white chocolate, 30%, sugar, cocoa butter, dried whole milk, lactose, dried whey emulsifier. It's got natural vanilla flavoring, palm oil, wholemeal wheat flour, sugar, glucose fructose syrup, raisin agents, and salt. So it's got some flavoring. It's got some palm oil. It doesn't have let's see, it doesn't mention any other coloring, does it? Unlike the ice gems, which has the anthocyanin. So I think we've got at the bottom of our list is number 5 is the ice gems. Then we've got the digestive white chocolates at number 4. Now let's look at the very next one. Oh, how many do I actually just have 4? Oh, I've got 4 biscuits. Although we can use one of these sort of, I found these ones today. I've never seen them before, so I would like to see what these ones look like. Okay, let's go to the next one, which is the Lotus Biscoff. It's a very popular biscuit, really delicious. This Lotus, I've got one thing against you guys. Oh no, you've got a nutritional values. Okay, so they also have a nutritional values table here. So per biscuit, let's see, so per one biscuit, which is 10 grams. Okay, so 52 kilocalories of energy, and sugar is, where's the sugar? 3.5. So again, if we say a serving size is 3 biscuits, that's 10.5. So that's actually less than the white chocolate digestive biscuits. Got fiber 0.1, some protein 0.4, which comes to about 1.2. So not a huge amount. And then what is in this biscuit? So they've got caramelized sandwich biscuits with Biscoff cream filling, wheat flour, sugar, vegetable oils, palm and rapeseed, candy, sugar syrup, raisin agent, soya flour, salt, cinnamon, emulsifier, lecithins, palm oil from sustainable and certified plantations, may contain traces of milk. So I think these all go in a par, do they? So this was 3.5, which you said was 10.5. So this does have, the white chocolate does have a little bit more sugar, doesn't it? Yeah. So this is going to go in the number 3 position. So 5, 4, 3. And then let's look at the chocolatey milk and white chocolate rounds from Fox. Yeah, and yeah, I have something against you guys at Fox, because you have not given us a table. You've only given us just a teeny bit of information just there. Why? All they've told us is that each biscuit contains 86 kilocalories. That's all you've told us. That's not, have I missed it? No, I haven't missed it. It's nowhere else. We've not got a nutritional table, which is not very good. Doesn't help us here, does it? Okay, so we know about the ingredients. It says they've got milk chocolate, sugar, cocoa butter, dried skim milk, cocoa mass, whey powder, butter oil, vegetable fats, mango kernel, emulsifier is soya, wheat flour, calcium carbonate, iron niacin, thiamine in the flour, sugar, palm oil, glucose syrup, salt, raisin agents, ammonium bicarbonate, disodium diphosphates, sodium bicarbonates, partially inverts sugar syrup, flavorings, emulsifier, milk chocolate, contains cocoa solids, milk solids, and so on. So we don't know the actual breakdown, so we can't exactly rate this, but we do know that it is quite a high calorie biscuit. It's 86 kilocalories. What was Biscoff? Biscoff is 52 per biscuit, and 78 for the white chocolate. So this is the highest calorie one so far. So I'll probably put it at the bottom, because I don't see why you wouldn't tell us what's the nutritional content. Yeah, I got these new biscuits. So it says 0, which I think is a bit of a marketing gimmick, because it says sugar-free 0 chocolate chip cookies. So you might think, oh wow, these are safe, I can eat as much of these as I can. Hang on a second, let us have a look. I'm sure there are many other types of biscuits like this. So they do have a nutritional table, so let's see what that says. And they've given us typical values per biscuit. So in each biscuit you have 85 kilocalories. See what I said? 85 kilocalories. Okay. Sugars, they say, are less than 0.5 gram. So if they've taken away that much sugars, something will have to take up the space of the sugar. So I presume there will be a lot more fat compared to the other biscuits. Let me see. Let's test it with let's compare with the digestive. So fat, do we have fat information? So fat of which saturates per biscuit for the McVitie's white chocolate is 2, while for the fat of which saturates for the zero deliciously sugar-free biscuits is 1.1. Oh, that's interesting. But that's interesting. So total fat per biscuit is 3.8 for that one, but total fat per biscuit is 4.5. So where do you guys have your fat? Is it in the monounsaturates? Yes, it looks like it's in the monounsaturates. You know, so it makes it difficult to actually compare like for like sometimes. Do you know? I bet it's probably the same with this one. Let's see what this says. So it will be difficult to compare, like, and I don't know why we haven't got a nutritional information table. There's no table on this one. Oh my goodness. Right guys, if I were to rate these biscuits, I would put them as, these biscuits contain a lot of sugar, they contain a lot of fat, particularly trans fats. Okay, how much is a lot? Well, given the amounts that you're probably going to eat during the festive periods, they can add up quite a lot. So even if you're just taking one or two after tea, or taking, you know, one for a snack on the go, they can quickly add up. And like I said at the beginning, they can affect your hormone balance, they can cause insulin spikes, they can help push your cortisol levels, and just contribute to overall weight gain, which can affect your reproductive hormones. So really watch them. What would we recommend? To be fair, there are some biscuit options that are healthier. A lot of them are homemade. So if you're the baking type, then yeah, good idea to bake your own biscuits or bake your own cookies. That might help, because then you can control how much of the fat that you're putting into your biscuit and the type of fat you're putting into your biscuit. Because remember, the fat content is important. It can trigger inflammation, which, you know, messes with your hormone regulation. Yes, so let's look at healthier holiday cookie swaps. I'll be putting the picture on the side of the screen. So you can have almond flour shortbread cookies, and again, home baked usually is lower in carbohydrates and higher in healthy fats. You can use oatmeal and dark chocolate cookies, especially if you use natural sweeteners like maple syrup or dates. You can make coconut macaroons, which are low sugar, made with natural ingredients like coconut and honey. Or you can have spiced ginger cookies, which can be sweetened with molasses or coconut sugar. And when they're packed with anti-inflammatory spices like ginger and cinnamon, that's a healthier option than having those preservatives that may contain endocrine disrupting chemicals, which can mess about our hormones. So these claim to be zero. Should we have a look? Let's give it a taste test. Looks like a standard cookie. Let's see how it works. Not bad for taste. I will go with my homemade cookies. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know which was your best cookie from the ones I've shown here, or what options that you would make at home. Please drop your suggestions in the comment section, and I'll see you again soon.